Welcome, all filmmakers. You're in the film world. My name is Thomas Kenyon, video editor, live video specialist. Each week, I bring you an inspiring person or message that helps bring you closer to the film world. Thank you for visiting my link and podcast. Now, lights, camera, action. This is episode number 107, and I have a special guest for you today. We're going in the film world with a Houston-based actor, Evan George Vourazeris. After listening, be sure to reach out to him on Twitter and Facebook. He also likes to hang out on his Facebook fan page as well, so go say hi. Social media, you can find him at Ozark Actor Evan on Instagram and on Twitter at Evan is EGY. Instagram is Ozark Actor Evan and Twitter at Evan is EGY. His projects he is known for, he landed a recurring role on the new Netflix series Ozark, and he's an incredible story. He does have Down syndrome, but that's not stopping him. So he has that role, so go check that out. You're gonna find him, search on YouTube as well. I'll have all the links up for you in the show notes. Now let's go in the film world. Please welcome Evan George Vourazeris. Hello, people of film, and we're back in the film world. I have a very special guest here talking with me this afternoon on this March 2nd, Friday. I have for you that I'll talk with Evan George Vourazeris. You can see him on select episodes of Ozark on Netflix. Hello, Evan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's Friday, and things are always looking up for me. What you got going on right now?
Well, it's awesome that I get to talk over this awesome broadcast. What's going on in my life is that Ozark season 1 is already out on Netflix. Season 2 is in production right now. As I talk, we've been doing a lot of filming, even though that I'm a guest star on Ozark. I still have to wait for my scenes to come up. Sometime in March or April, they will fly me out to work on Ozark. Then tomorrow is something really, really huge is happening tomorrow. It has to do with Ozark. I live here in downtown Houston. Tomorrow I'm going to be at the Night of Superstars. It's with people with disabilities that have ill abilities. At this event, I get to be a celebrity escort on the red carpet. I get to walk with the superstar. The superstars are the people with developmental disabilities. They will be awarded for their accomplishments with an award of their achievements. So I got the opportunity to walk the red carpet with the other escorts along with these superstars, and I got the opportunity from Hailey Crafer and with Marcy Miracles. So it's I'm excited for tomorrow. I can't wait for the night to shine there's going to be a lot of escorts walking the red carpet. And I'm just excited.
Yeah, there's sounds very exciting coming up. And so this is a March 3rd tomorrow event.
Yes, sir. It is.
That sounds really cool. Walking the red carpet runway. In fashion, they'd call that the runway, I guess. But it's like a red carpet event.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty cool. I know Houston is getting real big on doing that kind of things, especially with the arts.
Yeah. Every year, every year they have this event. It doesn't come every week or every month. It comes every single year. So, if people forget what's going on tomorrow, they have to come next year of 2019 of March. So the next one will be next year. But tomorrow is the big night. Everything goes down tomorrow.
All right, very cool. So you kind of went into my first question already, but I'll still kind of ask her. What are you excited about most in your life right now? Besides tomorrow.
So the exciting part of my life right now is that I can't wait to go back to work. I'm ready to go back to Ozark. I get too excited every time I get another episode or two. Whenever I'm in Georgia, in Atlanta, and so I get too excited every time I get a phone call from my talent agency here in Houston, or even my acting coach will tell me the same as well, about, hey, Evan, it's time to go. It's time to get you on that plane back to Ozark so you can work. So every time I hear that, I get excited for another episode of season 2. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, excited. Oh, I got a job coming up. Another scene to shoot.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be a part of this production because I get to work with the amazing actors, Jason Bateman, Laura Linney, the people that made the show, House of Cards, Bill Dubuque, teamed up with Jason Bateman to make Ozark. Ozark, that's on Netflix. So that's pretty awesome that Dubuque was involved with Ozark, even though it's different from House of Cards. So everything else with Ozark is just it's produced by Jason Bateman, and he's a main star, along with Laura Linney, and along with Charlie Tan, Sophia, and Julissa Garner. So a lot of celebrities.
Yeah, it sounds. And you mentioned House of Cards. That was actually, that's still going pretty much. Kevin Spacey. I watched that one too, and they did a good job with that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome because Bill Dubuque is friends with Jason Bateman, so it's kind of Bill Dubuque was he got an award for something with Ozark that's on IMDb, so I saw that on the Ozark IMDb page.
So what are you most grateful for right now?
What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my family. My family, my mom, and my dad, that support me, that love me, that want me to exceed with acting. they want me to live my dreams, and I love my parents no matter where I go, uh, including my brother and my other family in El Paso. Um, I'm grateful to have uh, two nephews, a niece, a brother, and a sister-in-law, my mom and dad, and all my relatives, all my friends, and including uh, the people that helped me with uh, acting through my speech, through acting class with Crystal Martinez. Um, Crystal is one of my good friends, and she helps me through acting through Ozark. So uh, I'm I'm blessed to have people in my life that want to help. Yep.
Just talk a little bit about you in the pre-interview questions. You said something about reaching for what you want to do, and tell us a little bit about you, how you got
Well,
here, how you got to be an actor.
so reaching for reaching the stars, I became an actor because back in uh, 2010, uh, my good friend, my close friend, Anna Brutal, attended the Art Institute of Houston, and she inspired me to be an actor. Even though she knew I had talent, she knew that I could go far with my dreams. And she asked if I could be in a film project. And I said, of course. I would like to try it out and be a part of it. And so after the set was over, I, I I was thinking in my head, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Um, but I took it to the right direction by getting involved with the Houston film industry. And I got into meeting a lot of colleagues and a lot of professionals in this business long time ago. I've been at it for 5 years. So, and that's including acting class too. I've been at it for 5 years. And I never stopped. It's in my heart. And I'm going to reach for all my stars. And that's, and that's never going to change. Um, because I love what I do. I love acting. Acting is my life. Acting will always be my life.
Yeah, that's very cool, and it's follow your heart, and your brain wants to tell you the logical. Oh, don't do that. It's you should go the safe way to. You need to make money, but if you follow your heart, that's where the happiness comes from. And
It really does. Yeah. Like I always tell myself all the time. A long time ago, 2 years ago actually, 2016, I was going to a movie premiere that I was a part of downtown Houston. My friend picked me up from my house. His name is David Romo. He's an actor as well, and he wanted to support me to a movie premiere. So he picked me up. Um, we were in a car crash, in a car uh, wreck. We got T-boned. Um, he got it worse than I did. Uh, I broke my neck and my jaw, so they put a metal uh, through my mouth um, to keep me alive from that very awful car crash that we were in. It ruined my life a lot, but being alive right now, I'm blessed to be alive, and I'm blessed to be an actor because if I didn't die, I won't be acting anymore. If I did die, but I'm alive and I'm still acting, it's it's never gonna leave me. It's never gonna leave my heart. It's always gonna be stuck on my heart. It's gonna always I'm always gonna chase my dreams, no matter in life where I go.
Yeah, very powerful stuff you just said there. And sometimes it takes for people, it takes those moments so you realize, a near death experience will change someone's life. But you mentioned, the Houston film people. Who What kind of stuff did you work on in Houston, or what kind of stuff are you working on in Houston itself?
Well, I was in this awesome movie that got awards. It's a feature film that was the script novelist. His name is Norman Ray Fitz, and Norman made a film called Joy Comes in the Morning, and I played the character of Sam. That's People can watch it on Amazon Prime. Uh, it's a Joy Comes in the Morning is about people that die from cancer, but it helps them to encourage them to see your home doctor uh, and make sure that you're healthy and make sure that you're okay. Um, and I was an actor for that movie. It's We got awards for that movie. Um, it's a it's a really inspirational Christian film, and I was involved with that feature film with the uh, Melon Swick, Cedric, Norman Fitz, um, and many other actors that were involved in it. Joy Comes in the Morning.
Skip down to this question here. How do you respond to, there's a lot of people like responding to the negative a lot more than, say, the positive, but how do you respond to those naysayers, those people who talk down to you, reject you altogether, because we all face rejection? How do you
Well,
respond?
well, that's a good question. I When people put me down and say negative things about me, I just pretend I didn't hear it. I pretend like I pretend that never was said. I I just let it go. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm gonna brush it off and pretend that was never said. And I'm gonna not gonna I'm not gonna let it put me down. I'm not gonna let it make me sad or depressed. I don't, the people that are mean, that are negative on Facebook or anywhere on social media, I block them. I block them, but I have connections in the film industry. When people are mean to me, I will blast their name on Facebook because as a professional, people need to know that because I have a lot of connection um, with all these colleagues. Whatever comes around, what comes around. That's gonna bite them right back in the butt.
Exactly.
You always and you always have to be respectful, no matter where you're at. If it's a film set, an acting class, or being around people that you don't know, we have to get along. We have to get along.
A whole lot of truth to what you just said right there. Yeah. All these bullies that you hear about on the news and all these school shootings, it's just sad. When we're not getting along these days in school, in the public, on social media, we're not getting along, and we should be.
Yeah, like, I always tell people that all the time. It's like, when somebody puts you down, pick yourself up. Don't go down with them. Pick yourself up, because you are the shooting star. Don't let that shooting star leave, because as long as you go down, that shooting star is going to get so tired, he's going to go away. But we have to pick ourselves up and follow our star back to his bed. And that's how I see it, because people have to realize we only have one life. And that one life is to make ourselves happy with what we do in life, as doing what we love to do. That's how I see
Before I
it.
move on to the next, the quote come to mind. You might have saw. I post these things all the time. Willie Jolly,
Okay.
quote from Willie Jolly. Tell me what you think of this. A setback is a setup for a comeback. What's your thoughts on
I
that?
like that one. Say it one more time.
A
Sorry.
setback is a setup for a comeback.
Okay, that's a good one. A setback and a setback and a what?
Is a setup for a comeback.
So when you set somebody up, and a comeback. So if you set somebody up, that's kind of like being embarrassed. Now a comeback is getting back at somebody. So I don't like when somebody puts somebody that feels uncomfortable. A comeback is going to come right after back at them. It's kind of like making you feel uncomfortable, like whenever somebody is mean to you, but whenever somebody's mean to you, it's going to chase them back, and that's a comeback.
Yes. Okay. Let's move on. So where does your courage come from that lets you reach your dreams?
Well, the two main people. Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
Where does your courage? Where do you get the courage from that helps you reach your dreams?
So there's three main people in my life that want me to reach my dreams. It's my parents, my acting coach, and my good friend Anna Brutal. Those are the three main people that are in my life that want me to reach my goals, that want me to do great things in my acting career. And it makes me happy, because my parents, my mom and my dad, they're very important to me. My mom does everything for me. Same with my dad. And they sometimes my dad will take me to a film set. My dad will drop me off at a film set, and my dad will pick me up from a film set to bring me home. It's not often, but there's always a Lyft. There's always a Uber, and I can do that too. Or a bus, mega bus. I get around. There's no hesitation on that. I work on it with my mom and dad, and they help me. I help them. It's like a family thing. So they support me. My acting coach helps me with my speech. She helps me with acting scenes. So basically, I have Down syndrome, but I'm higher functioning. But there's some things that I can't do, and she helps me with it. So if it's through acting, through scripts, she helps me. Uh, my best friend, Anna, she helps me to gain my confidence, to believe in myself, don't always put myself down. Sometimes I do that often. I put myself down because I don't I don't see things, and I want big things like being in a Marvel movie, or uh, being a stunt guy, being a stunt actor. I will like that stuff. Romance, doing romance movies. I like that kind of stuff. It makes me happy. That's what life is about.
Happiness, being happy, yes. So you mentioned Down syndrome and being you were, I don't know how to properly say this, but like you were diagnosed.
Yeah, I was diagnosed chromosome 21. I was born. People don't see I have a disability, but my mom and my dad worked really, really hard on my childhood. Um, they put me through special ed. In California, I was little back in the '80s. I was little in California, and then we moved to Texas in 1991. Uh, and I've been here all my life, but I never knew that I was going to become an actor. I I never knew that. I never knew I could be an actor, but there's a lot of people in my life that support me, because a long time ago I used to work at Kroger. I didn't like it. I've been with the company for 14 years, so I decided, what do I want to do with my life? Is it working at a grocery store, or is it acting? And I picked one, that is acting. And I quit my job 2 years ago because my boss was oh, I can't say it online. He was mean, cruel, not so nice of a boss. So I decided for myself to stick up for myself by quitting my job and making myself happy with acting. Acting is the main priority in my life right now, and I'm going to stick with it.
I know exactly where you're going with that. I was a Kroger employee myself, and I was with the company for 11 years, and I left them in 2011. So we're working for Kroger around the same time.
Yeah, so acting makes me happy. It's always gonna be in my heart, and I have great people like my uh my boss Jason Bateman. He's more better than my boss at Kroger.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Jason, yeah, he's fun to hang out with, but whenever we're on film sets of Ozark, he makes me feel right at home. Um, if I'm sleepy or tired, he will wake me up, and um he doesn't he likes to make people happy. He likes to make people smile. To have a good day on set, and to enjoy the time being together and working together on a big production.
That's really cool. I can't help thinking one of my favorite shows besides Ozark. I liked it. It comes on ABC on national. I don't know if you've heard of it or saw it. It's called The Good Doctor.
Oh, I heard of it. I heard of it.
One of my favorite shows to watch. I like shows like that too, where the concept of it is the concept of all my favorite shows is when one person steps up that's not really expected and they just do amazing things, like Suits, or I also like Psych, and they're just doing different things instead of the expected of what we expect people to do.
Right.
And the Good Doctor's concept is around a young surgical resident at this hospital in San Jose with autism, and he was trained and raised not to see that as a disability, but actually more of that helps him in what he does.
Yeah. I like that. What you just said. If I can do it, anybody else can too. I have Down syndrome, but I went after my goals, and if I can do it, any other people with a disability can do it. If I can, they can too. They have to believe in themselves and go after the stars.
And I don't like to call anything like that a disability. It's just you see things differently than the way other people do, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I'm not making fun of them or anything. I'm just but I'm saying people that have ill abilities. That's what I like to start off. People that have ill abilities, even though people with Down syndrome have ill abilities to chase their dreams, and I want them to receive that in their lives. They should, whatever whatever their heart sets on, go after that. Because if I can do it, they can too.
Now I know you
Yeah.
say you want to pursue acting. It's your life. It's your dream. It's what you want to do. Is there anything else that you considered, aside from, I know you left Kroger and you didn't really like that. Is there anything else that you considered other than acting?
I like to I like to do anything. I like to volunteer for things. So I like to help people that need my help. Say for instance, I know it's not all about acting, but I like to help as an assistant coach in acting class, help other actors with their acting scenes. I like to do that because I learned so much in class that makes me want to help other people with their acting scenes to get them prepared and memorization before class. And I like to volunteer at events. Uh, I like to do the anti-bullying. I like to advocate at schools because I'm an advocate for a nonprofit organization called I'm Bully Free. That is made by Mr. Bud Collier. I'm his advocate, and we go to schools. We always talk to millions of students and families at different events, and I like doing that. So I like advocating, and I love acting. So those are my two main priorities that I love to do: acting and advocating.
What do you love most about acting?
What do I love most about acting?
Yes.
Um, Being on film, uh, doing a scene. I just like the concept of the creativity. What what is made in film? Like, oh, the how you call it? People call it something. It's a set design. because like I like to see what people make films and what locations they are at. I like to see the creativity.
So the construction of sets, costumes, makeup, all that stuff that people usually don't see, and don't well maybe they see it but they don't realize all that work is put into it. That's it's all that stuff that's behind the scenes.
Right. And I like that because my cousin, Jordan Lee, that is a producer out of Los Angeles. Um, he was the main priority in my life too. Is that he inspired me, even though he was on Twilight and a long time ago. That now he's a producer, um, editing his own films and also uh, casting uh, actors. That's where my main priority goes to is my cousin, because my cousin helps me with acting. He's gonna try to get me an agent in his home city. So that's gonna take a while until that happens. So I have a good connection with that.
Are you associated with an agency currently?
Yeah, I'm actually represented with Passionate Bosby Talent here in Houston,
Okay, so you are
Texas,
represented. That's good.
in Texas,
Yeah.
in the Texas region. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah.
So where do you hang out, like, or the most, or on social media? Where can people say hey?
Uh, like on social media.
Facebook,
Uh,
Twitter, Instagram.
I use Twitter. Twitter. Capital. It's Evan is EGV, and I'm always on Twitter. I'm always on Instagram. I'm always on Facebook. I use my fan page to update what's going on in my life, and on my fan page, I usually tell people what's going on whenever I get something. Personal page, I use that for business. If people want to book me for a gig, I use my personal page. Uh, but sometimes people can't always reach out to me. But if they're serious about my career in acting, they have to get a hold of my talent agency to get me that audition, because it's all about being in the business. Is even though I'm the talent and you want to book me for an audition, that has to go through my talent agency, and my talent agency will schedule it, uh, uh, schedule the audition for me.
How does one find? I'm unfamiliar with the process of just finding an agency and just getting connected and being represented. How did you get that process going?
I got that talent agency through my acting coach, basically, because uh, being in her class for 5 years with Crystal Martinez, I worked really, really hard in class. Um, I worked. I had to prove myself um, in class through scripts. As hard as I work in class, I have to. I have to impress the coach, and she would tell me what I need to work on. She would tell me what I need to do and to get better. And she that's how I got represented with the talent agency, by the hard work that I do.
Okay, just one question before I start wrapping things up here.
Okay.
Advice for first-time actors, fresh out of high school or college. Any advice you have for them?
Yeah, I have a. That's a good question. I like that. Um, my advice uh, for new beginning actors, um, when you when you decide to be an actor, think with your head, think with your words and your heart, because we only have a brain, we have words, and we have a heart. You have to believe in yourself and go think what you want to do with your life. Think about uh, what's my goals. Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that? You gotta pick what you really, 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 really want, and you have. If you want to get into acting, I go for it. Believe, go for it. If you want to be some like a baseball player, a hockey player, an actor, entertainer, entertaining people, do it. Live your dreams. Never give up. We all have uh, we all have goals. We all have uh, accessible dreams. Um, we all have the shooting stars. All you have to do is go after them. Never give up. Keep positive. Have that energy
Yeah, it's all about
and do it.
sustaining that energy. Yeah.
Because we only have one life. Just one life. And that one life, we have to make ourselves happy. And you should too.
Before I have three final questions that I don't like to like let you know about them. I like to make everyone think who comes on as a guest. So three questions that
Okay.
you off the cuff, and it's gonna make you think. But before I get into that, is there anywhere you want to send listeners to your work, websites, social media page, links, username, how to find you,
Okay.
your plug?
I would tell people if you want to hold on a second, let me think. To get and plug with me, you can see my work on YouTube. Just put my full name on YouTube. You can see my work on YouTube.
And what is Evan George Vourazeris? Put that full name.
Evan,
You
yeah,
can
Evan
you
George
can
Vourazeris. You can see me all over YouTube.
and
Then also you can see my work on Instagram, because Instagram I use for my journeys. Wherever journey I go on, I always post a photo. I'm always going live on Instagram. I'm always keeping you guys updated on Instagram. I use my personal page on Facebook, my fan page on Facebook. My fan page is Evan Vourazeris SAG eligible. So that's my full name on my fan page, Evan Vourazeris SAG eligible. Then my personal page is Evan George Vourazeris. Then my Instagram is Ozark Actor Evan. And my Twitter is Evan is EGV. So that's where I am located.
very cool. All right, so I have these final three questions. Again, that you don't know these questions yet until I ask them. It's gonna make you think. But this is how I like to end these, inspired from another podcast I listen to, and I thought of my own kind of question more relating to film. So here it goes. It's the three truths in a way that where the original question came from.
Sorry.
And the first of the three questions. Pick three current or that maybe ended, three TV shows or movies that you know of that explains your life. Movies or TV series, TV shows.
I would say, like, do I name the movie?
Yeah, you can name the movie or TV show.
The movie I like is Central Intelligence with The Rock, the Dwayne Johnson. I like Office Christmas Party. I like the Mask from Jim Carrey. So those are the three ones that I like.
Okay, why do you think the film industry is important in our world?
Because the film industry is important into this world because you connect with people that you don't even know. Say for example, if you go into a store or if you're going to somewhere, that always be nice to people because you never know who they are. Say for instance, you really didn't know who Jason Bateman was. He's just a regular human being. He's walking, enjoying his life with his family, and you don't know who he was. Always be nice to people that you know, because what happens is, say if you didn't know who Jason Bateman was, and say if you went to him, say, "Hey jerk, you just made me mad. You pushed me out of the way." But now, for instance, Jason Bateman, and you want to become an actor, you can say, "Can I audition for your movie?" I'm like, Jason's gonna say, "No, because you were rude to me the other day at the mall." You always have to be nice to people that you don't know. It matters to people because when you're looking for acting auditions, you always have to be nice to the people that you work with. You have to be nice, period. It doesn't matter who they are, you have to be nice. Be nice. Be friendly. Can't be rude. It's cruel.
Yeah, be nice, be friendly, just go out there and put a positive spin on your image instead of just ignoring people. I notice a lot of people just ignore people. This is my final question. What do you want to learn from someone who has seen multiple successes multiple times?
That's a good one. I like that one. My friend Vanessa Vasquez is a Hollywood actress in Hollywood, and I learned so much from her. I learned a lot. She knows everything than I do. I'm learning. It's gonna take me a while to know everything, how everything works, like being getting into the SAG-AFTRA. I'm SAG eligible, but I don't know much about being SAG-AFTRA or getting to the membership. About that pays the dues and all that. So I asked questions to my friend Vanessa and about Hollywood gigs in Hollywood and how California works. And she helps me and explains everything to me. She's a good friend. She's a really good friend to me. And through business related, she explains. She's like a mentor, a friend, a teacher. But I learned a lot from Vanessa, and she would never stop. She's always going to teach me. Whenever I have a question to ask, she's going to answer my questions. Because that's what friends are. That's a friend right there. You have great friends.
Yeah, so every person you meet can be a mentor. You can learn something from anybody. You just gotta meet them, connect with them, and they can teach you something. And they have something that you want to learn, and that's everyone. So mentors is an important part of life.
Yes, sir. It is.
Well, I'd like to thank you again, Evan George Vourazeris.
Yes, sir.
I wish you a lot of good things to come with your role on Ozark and your future acting roles. I want to acknowledge
Thank you.
you for stepping out, leaving Kroger, following your heart, finding your dream, and just keep on sticking with that. I want to just acknowledge you for that, for doing that. Doing a great job so far.
Thank you.
And look to have you back on maybe in another 100 episodes when you're
That'd be awesome.
when you're have a few more roles under your belt and some more speaking roles, and this was a very good conversation with you today. I hope the listeners can get a lot of value from this.
I hope so too. And I always tell people, positive energy is the best thing to have. Positive energy. Have it in your system.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy it, please share it with your fellow filmmakers and friends and comment on why you liked it and what stood out to you. Be sure to check back here for latest weekly episodes to see who I talk with next. Give a shout out to Evan on social media and let him know you heard him on the show. Thank you for listening and subscribing to In the Film World, and hope you got some valuable information from this episode.